Hello, Tim here. Welcome to my channel. In today's episode, I'm going to talk about a portable whittling kit. In a previous video, I featured this one here and I went through it, what's inside. I have a lot of tools in this one, but it's a little too heavy to carry it around sometimes, especially if you're going to go camping or go for a hike in the woods or something like that. You can bring this, but someone had commented about this kind of jokingly, like, this is portable. Well, this is portable. It's got a strap on it, and it can lengthen this out and sling it over your shoulder. I've used this for traveling for a number of years, and I can put a lot of different things in here. I put books in here, I put bottles of water and tools and things, but now it's just my portable tool kit. And I've taken tools out of here and put them in here, the essential ones. But I'm going to unpack what's inside here. Now, traditionally, these might be called a musette or a haversack, a swag bag. Whatever it is, you first want to start out with, if you're going to downsize, or maybe you're just beginning whittling or something like that, you don't know what you're going to carry something in. Now, you could just have a simple folding pocket knife, and that's your kit. I like them for certain things. It's just that if you're holding on to a pocket knife, a folding one, for a long period of time, your hands get fatigued and they're hard to hold on to. So I'm going to talk about some full-size whittling knives that I have in here, selected out of my bigger kit. So find yourself a bag. You can go to a thrift store and find stuff like this, maybe in a camping section. This happens to be Eddie Bauer one I picked up a number of years ago, and I don't know if they still have them, but something similar. And make it as big as you want to carry around. In the front, I have some safety equipment. So I have Band-Aids in here. This is what was referred to as vet tape, or just stretchy Coban, I think they call it. You can wrap it around your fingers as a way to protect. It's in lieu of having a glove. You could have a wood carving glove, but the vet tape, I found out about this recently, and then you can get a box of, I got 12 of them, and they're all different colors. And then this is a leather strap, a small one. Another piece of one. And then some buffing compound. Well, here's my Leatherman tool, which is kind of your all-purpose stuff. And this would be, it's got a knife on it, but this would be one of those examples of something that would be hard to hang on to carve. And plus it's got a serrated part there. And I've whittled a little bit with this, but not much. It's got a scissors on here too, so that's what I cut that stuff with. So I don't really use this for whittling. So that's the Leatherman, and two kinds of buffing compound. One a little more coarse, and this is a little more fine. So I have one with gray and one with green. This bag here, I'm really excited about it. This was a gift, and it's like a little wallet for credit cards, but this is something brand new that I've got this year. This is a set of diamond hones. They're about the size of a credit card. And each color represents grits, coarse, medium, and fine. I have another piece of leather inside. And that's what this kit is. It's just a cool little leather pouch that I keep these diamond hones in. So that's my sharpening and safety compartment in here. I'm going to show you a little bit how I use those diamond hones in a second. Inside here I have cheaters. So I use trifocals, but sometimes if I'm doing single focus length work, I'm working 16 inches away from my face, it's easier to just see what I'm doing when I have cheaters on. And that's why I have these. And if I really want to look close up, I'll put them both on and I can see more magnified. Then Band-Aids in there because the eventuality, you never know. So here's the inside. Oh, this little H2O, little water, because you use water with these sharpening stones. And I'll come back to them in a minute. Inside here are some unfinished projects. So I have a little Celtic knot thing. This one's started. This one's just roughed out. And they all started the same way. This one's out of birch. These two are butternut. These two things, I mean, you could put this and a knife in your pocket and off you go and carving, you know, by a campfire somewhere. But this is just kind of my backup project. I have some cut out birds. Just to begin, I roughed them out on the bandsaw. And sometimes I do these things just so that if someone else is watching me, they're sitting around me, I can give them something to carve because I have extra knives. So there's some room for a project in there. Now I've got one very interesting piece in here. A little thing, probably a coin pouch, but I use it for small parts. I'm making a sculpture of a sea captain. And what you see here is a little pipe. And the pipe I made out of a piece of this antler. And antler is, because it's so hard, I've whittled this out of a piece of antler, and it's going to go into this sculpture here. This is what I'm carving now. And his pipe, once I get him done, it'll be like that. And the reason I'm not making it out of wood is obvious, is that I've done this before with pipes or the features like this that protrude out of the carving, and they break off and they get lost. So this will be kind of cut back a little bit, and then I'll drill a hole into his mouth and put the pipe in there. So this, so far I haven't got the tools yet. This has got room for an unfinished project. I can put a blank piece of wood in here, a couple of different things. So I'm portable. This is my project here. In the very back, I've got room for patterns or things that I'm like. That's the bird pattern. If I need those. Oh, they've got a big, hopefully you don't have to use this, but it's a big gauze patch. Every once in a while it comes in handy. And then if I had to, I could wrap this around a cut. And hopefully you don't need that. So the main feature is my whittling knives in this cool little bag. And I got both of these as a present. It says on the button here, Portland Leather Company. So they came from Portland, Oregon. I really like it a lot because it's got room for several knives in here. I chose these. There's two of these that are very similar. This is the Mora knife. This is flex cut, and then this one's a Mora knife that's made in Sweden. So these are fairly available. I'll have a link to where you can get them. And then I bought this one from a teacher that I took a whittling class that, earlier this year. He had these for sale, which is very similar to one I've had for years. And this is kind of my general workhorse knife. It's made in Solingen. It's German. This would probably be the first one I get, or this or something like that. The skew chisel is very useful for getting in between areas that you can't get your knife into. So some corners and things like that. There's advantages to having a curved blade and advantages to having a straight blade depending on what you're doing. And then this is a very detailed knife, so it comes to a very fine point. So between these, I've been working on this. I did all this so far with just these knives. When you're working with something, you buy a tool like the Flex Cut, come very sharp. And the Mora knives do. Most of these come fairly sharp. in the course of your carving, they're going to get dull. I have a YouTube, I'll link it below, that you can watch on how I sharpen these with an oil stone. But these, sometimes I just go back and just touch up my tool with a strop, and this is not a very big one because I want to keep it in my kit here. So let me demonstrate just one of these diamond stones. Now these are no good for sharpening in the inside of a gouge. You have to have slip stones for that. One of the things I keep in here is a little piece of anti-skid stuff. This is called Dicem. That's the idea anyway, to keep it from sliding around. And then this is my water. I just put a little bit of water in here. Now you can see it getting a little dark there. That means I'm cutting metal away. This one cuts pretty fast, so you don't need to do it very long on this one. And I run the back of my fingernail or something, just I can feel a little nick in there. But it's gone now. So it's just very light. Then I come back, do the same thing with the green. It's the medium. Oops, a little too much water. Water keeps it clean, so you can just wipe it off. And you can hear there's a little less resistance. And I'll stop there and just touch it up. So let's sum this all up. So basically my kit has got the sharpening, a little bit of safety equipment, some buffing, and the tool bag, and then a little bit of water and project. All fits inside of here. And sometimes I've got a small coffee thermos. I might leave a project out of here or something like that, and I could fit that or a bottle of water in there too. And you're portable. And the advantage of these is strictly the portability. I wouldn't want to carry oil stones around with me. But these have been working pretty good for me, and I'm fairly new to using these things. So it remains to be seen if I'm going to continue enjoying the use of them, but so far I really like them. Just remember, the bigger your bag is, the bigger your toolkit is, the more heavy it is. Having something to pick up and go, and you're ready to sit down and whittle wherever you are. So you could be in a park somewhere or at a campfire. So it's just a lot of fun. And I'll link everything below. You can find yourself a piece of wood on your own and just have fun. So enjoy the journey, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you would, and give it a thumbs up. And we'll see you next time.